Good evening. Um, yeah, we'll get back to that gold box conjecture. Okay. It sometimes it seems as if we are not going anywhere, but actually I think we are going somewhere. Okay. The gold box conjecture. I think because we are making new discoveries about these prime numbers. Okay. So I think it's worthwhile thing to do, right? So we keep doing that. Okay. And so today's Corona news. Well, I love this Corona beer. I mean, Corona in Spanish it means crown. Okay, so there's nothing wrong with that name. Okay, so it's too bad they stop producing this wonderful beer. Too bad. It's a good beer. So I heard the news. There's this lady, young lady. She said, "Oh, I'm young and I exercise 5 times a week, and I still got coronavirus." Well, the thing is this, okay? I'm not sure what kind of exercise she did actually. Okay, so uh, what we recommend is this. Okay, you need muscle exercise, cardio, and balancing like yoga and martial art, dancing. You need all of that and stretching. Okay, and also deep breathing. They're very important. Okay, and not only that, yeah, personal hygiene, social distancing is important. Also, you need to have good rest. You should never overwork, right? Because if you work too much, then your immune system weakens. Okay, you need to rest, good sleep, good take a good break, and also what else you do need? When it comes to health, strong immune system. Yeah, good nutrition. Okay, so yeah, then you'll be fine. And also drink a lot of water, right? And also, yeah, take a shower, take a bath, that kind of stuff, and laundry, keep clean, and yeah. So coronavirus isn't that lethal compared to AIDS, for example. So why is AIDS, HIV so lethal? Because it attacks immune system directly. You have the T cell, something like that. So AIDS, you don't. If you get AIDS virus, you don't die from AIDS. You die from some other diseases. Why? Because only thing AIDS, HIV does is weaken your immune system because it goes directly. It attacks directly the T cell, the immune in the immune system. Okay. So you die from some obscure diseases like tuberculosis, whatever, pneumonia. Yeah, that's what happened to this male gay community back in early 1980s in San Francisco. Okay, because doctors they didn't know what they're dealing with. This uh, group of male gay community people in San Francisco in 1980s, uh, they contracted obscure diseases, like uncommon diseases. Okay, so those uncommon diseases, those viruses, bacteria, they are everywhere. They are there. Okay, but AIDS attack immune system, T cell. Okay, so that's why people who contracted HIV, they died from strange diseases that people typically have immune to. People the kind of strange diseases that most people are immune to. Okay, yeah. But coronavirus is it is about 10 to 30 times as more lethal than common cold, common flu. Okay, it is more dangerous. Yes, I get it. But coronavirus, it's just like mostly like a common flu, common cold. So it attacks your lung. Okay, it does not directly attack the immune system like HIV does. That's why coronavirus is not as lethal as HIV. Okay, so yeah, you need to understand how biology works. Okay, so most people they recover from coronavirus even if they contract it. Okay, so this psychologist Jung, uh, Mr. Jung, he kind of coined the term collective consciousness or something like that, right? Yeah, I think it's a valid concept, but I don't want to call it collective consciousness. Nah, I don't like that term, subconsciousness or consciousness. I don't like the psychological term. Okay, so it's basically common sense, contemporary common sense. Why? Because most people, we are exposed to the same kind of information through the same kind of media. So people more or less think the same way, especially nowadays. Okay, so that's what it is. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Whew. Uh, Before we formalize that our newest find, the diametrical method, um, by the way, some of what we have done so far, it could have been done by somebody else. Okay, like Hardy Littlewood, whatever. Okay, so I don't have time to study what they did. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna review from the gold box triangle how we get here. Okay, so it's kind of interesting. Okay, so the way it works out. Yeah, out of curiosity. Yeah. If you ask me, I really don't have anything better to do. Okay, so um, I simply don't. Yeah. And if I prove this and publish it, then there's good chance that I become very famous. A lot of news media coverage about me. I need that. Okay. I mean, look at Mr. Paul McCartney. He said something about we should make it, we should ban the Chinese wet market. Well, yes and no, because what I disagree with China is that they should stop eating strange animals, okay? Because like bats or exotic animals, like if they're gonna eat those animals, they should farm them, all right, and fully cook them. They should not just capture wild animals out of wilderness and start eating them. No, they shouldn't do that. First of all, it's not safe to eat wild animals like that. Second of all, it can drive those animal species into extinction. Okay, so if you're gonna eat this meat, you have to farm them. Because otherwise, it encourages poaching, which endangers those species. It can drive them to extinction. Okay, so they should stop eating wild animals. If they're gonna eat them, they should farm them, fully cook them. Okay, so that's what Chinese people should do. All right. So Mr. Paul McCartney of the Beatles, okay, he talked about coronavirus. Now everybody listens, right? News media they report what he said, even though Mr. Paul McCartney has no medical biological background whatsoever, right? He says something, everybody listens. Why? Because he's famous. I need that fame so that I have more influence. I need it. Okay, so that's one of the reasons I keep trying this gold box connector. And another reason, yes, intellectual challenge. I need it. Alright. Yeah, curiosity. Yeah. Because we are continuing to discover something new, right? So we are, in a sense, going somewhere, and I'm not sure we are going near the proof of gold box connector or not, but that's fine. Okay, it's been only less than 2 months so far. We'll keep doing this, okay? So we'll review what we have done so far. I mean, when it comes to that uh, diametrical method. That's how we name it, okay? Radius, diameter, alright, so. Good beer. Alright, we'll take 5 minutes. So, some friends of mine mentioned to me something that they learned from their high school teachers, okay, because I have friends of all different ages, okay. Yeah, you have to learn the right to be heard. So, like celebrities, famous people, they achieve something, right? Yeah, Mr. Paul McCartney, he sang, he made a lot of music. So he gave something to humanity, basically, entertainment, right? So that's he worked very hard when he was young, right? So he became famous. Now he had earned the right to be heard. He became a celebrity, right? So that's what I'm doing now. I'm earning the right to be heard by proving the gold box conjecture, so that I become famous. Okay, so that what I say reach out to everyone. That's one of the reasons I'm doing this. All right, so yeah, yeah. Okay, so let's go back to gold box triangle. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, very secular reason. But not exactly secular though. Why do I want to be famous? To educate people, to save the world. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Okay. Now, this gold box triangle, okay, let's review what this means. Horizontal line, you have all the prime numbers. Okay, we exclude 2 and include 1 for our convenience to make prime numbers all odd numbers. Okay? Vertical line, the same sequence of prime numbers. Okay? Now, this matrix represents summation of two prime numbers in exhaustive fashion. Okay? It's symmetric matrix, so that's why we don't fill the lower half. It's just repetition. Okay? Now, we are looking at the coverage of even integers. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20 is missing. It skips into 22. In order to get 20 from 22, you have to step back and then add some. Okay, so 22 minus 4 plus 2, that's 20. Okay, so it's about prime gap, right? So it's a prior subtraction and posterior addition. Okay, so that's what we have done so far. All right. One more example. 24, 26, 28, 30, 32 is missing, right? Yeah. Minus 4 plus 2. Okay? And so on. 44 is missing, right? 42, 46. So 44 is missing. So you subtract negative 2, negative 2, negative 4. Okay? And then well, in our algorithm, it's like this. You subtract 4, 42, that's too small, so you add 6, too big. So you subtract minus 2, still too big. You subtract minus 4, too small. So you add 2. That's how we got 44. Okay, so yeah, that's the algorithm. And we worked out the algebra there. So what we will end up with is add the prime numbers surrounding this one prime gap. You add them, right? And you come up with a number, right? Okay, and you find two primes, one posterior and one anterior, okay, and you add them together and you subtract that summation minus summation of the surrounding primes of this prime gap, and that gap has to be that missing link prime gap. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of convoluted, right? Yeah. But that's exactly what's going on behind the scene, right? So but I'm not sure if it's worthwhile to explore that direction further. All right, so but let me at least write it down and take a picture of this. Yeah. Yes. I mean, is it really worthwhile to even formalize that? Well, we kind of already formalized it, so. Uh, I think it's good time to take a break from this gold box conjecture proof, and we'll get back to it later because we need to take a break from this, okay? Because we don't want to burn out, you know. So uh, we'll talk about something else, I guess. Okay. Yeah. Uh, we can actually let's think about this for a little bit more, okay? Because it's kind of interesting concept. All right, let's take a break, okay? So, right. Okay, switch the board. I'm gonna take a picture of this and erase it, okay? So, nah. Okay. My cell phone. This is another approach we tried. I wouldn't say failed approach. Well, we enjoy doing this, so we learn something. Yeah, I call that a success. Although it did not lead to the gold box conjecture, but hey, it may help. later on. Who knows? I don't know. Uh, but I don't think it's necessary to write this all down, and most likely I already did, so I just erase it. So the uh, prime number theorem, I know a little bit about it. Okay, it's like what n prime, about approximately what n over log n or something. It involves logarithm, very slow growth, right? Stuff like that. Yeah, we can take advantage of that. It basically is slower than linear, right? That's all we need to know. And it helps, okay? Yeah, it helps. I don't know how they proved it, but you can just take advantage of the result, okay? So, because result itself is simple enough. Yeah, it's less than linear. Okay, that's all we need to know. Okay, so in linear function, okay, it's straight line, right? And let's say here, let's say you have 1 comma 1, 2 comma 2, 3 comma 3, right? So what is this 2 comma 2? Yeah, it's a middle point, right? But in a prime number, okay, growth is less than linear, okay? So when you average these two, and it will be conceptually speaking, okay. Oh boy. Let's make concrete example, okay? It's not quite giving me what I want, right? So And 41st prime number, you have 179. 34th prime number, you have 139. 35th prime number, you have 149. 'Yeah, we are attempting to conceptually understand what's going on in the diametrical method. So 30th prime number, 113. Right? Okay. Left radius, alright, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Right radius, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Okay. So the prime gap between 113 and 139, that's 26. Prime gap between 149 and 179, that's like 30. Index gap is 4. Index gap is 6. So as you can see, it kind of slows down, right? Here you have what? 6.5 times. Here you have 5 times. Okay? Yeah, so if you draw the curve, you have index and you have prime, so ith prime, okay? X and y axis. Yeah, it kind of slows down, so it's curves like this. Okay? Alright. So you have here, here, here is a partial graph, okay? So you have 179, 149, and 139. kinda. Okay, it's not drawn to scale, but that's about approximately that's how it is. Okay, so and you have 113. Okay, it's not drawn to scale. Okay, so yeah, yeah. We just look at from different perspective. Okay, using some kind of analytic geometry. Okay, Cartesian geometry concept a little bit because it may help us. Who knows? Okay, yeah. We gotta get all the help we can get. So if you find average between 113 and 179, 146. Okay. Which falls between these two guys. Okay? Yeah. And if we find the average between these two guys, okay? So, the desired missing link 4 divided by 2 is nothing but subtraction between these two averages. Okay? Yeah. Antecedent plus subsequent primes minus uh, first prime gap first gap prime plus second gap prime. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. We need to prove this is always the case. Okay, for all the missing links. What is missing link number? So, missing link number is even integer less than a given prime gap, as long as prime gap is more than 2. Alright? So, because we know we are looking at one prime, arbitrary prime gap bigger than 2. Yeah, we know pi 1 and pi 2, they're surrounding primes, right? Adjacent primes. What we need to prove is the existence of this antecedent and subsequent primes such that this equation is true. So why are we doing the average concept here? To make the number smaller, okay? To focus on this region, alright? Yes, like left radius, right radius. You're focusing on, we're getting the average, so it will fall somewhere between, right? Yeah. And then this surrounding primes, you average that, so it was kind of in between. Okay, so they're very close to each other. Okay, so okay, how interesting. You see, we are always making progress. Okay, every day. Let's take finance break. Okay, so let me take a picture of this. This this is neat. Okay. Okay. Exercise a little bit, shall we? Come on, life is short. Let's enjoy. We get back to this. Very interesting approach, by the way. Okay, I like this. I like where it's going. Okay, so let's fantasize. Of course, I got a drink, so I'm kind of enjoying this time. So, rosy dream with rose hips vodka. How about that? Huh? Don't you want to be happy? Yeah, let's be happy. Let's fantasize, right? Ah, they say fake it until make it. No, no, we don't lie. We are moral, ethical people. We don't lie. All right. We fantasize until we make it. Okay. Fancy it until you make it. How about that? So, That's what Mr. Jean-Claude Van Damme said, and very encouraging, because yeah, he envisioned his success and he got it right. Very encouraging thing he said. I like him a lot. Okay. Now, let's say I end up proving this and publishing this, and I become very famous, and people want to interview me, right? And I would say things about coronavirus, of course, and they'll ask me, "Hey, but you don't know too much about biology. You're a mathematician, amateur mathematician." Well, I don't know biology enough to find a cure for coronavirus, but I know enough biology to present you solution to coronavirus situation, prevention. What is that? Yeah, exercise and diet, stronger immune system. That's all. That's all there is to it. And when it comes to cure for coronavirus, there is no cure. Okay. Why? Because just like there's no cure for common cold or common flu, okay? Your vaccine, right? Yeah, vaccine. What is vaccine? Yeah, some dead virus, dead flu virus protein, so that your immune system can learn from how to adapt this antibody, how to mold this antibody, produce the antibody that fits the shape of this dead viruses, surface protein. Yeah, that's what vaccine is. Okay, because virus they mutate too fast. You know, all you gotta do is yeah, exercise and diet, healthy immune system. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, and yeah, there is no cure for it. Okay, yeah, Mr. President, what hydroxychloroquine or something, malaria drug. It has. I told you it has side effect. Okay, so any drug has side effect. So Mr. Trump saying we have nothing to lose by trying this drug. Again, he's ignorant. All right, he's funny, entertaining, but he's ignorant. Okay, he doesn't understand economics. He does not understand science. So, okay. But it's funny. I like CNN, okay? I mean, I don't like the fact that they're pro-gayst, because I'm anti-gayst. But they're funny the way they're making fun of President Trump, just like editorial cartoonists making fun of Trump, President Trump. I love that. CNN making fun of President Trump is so funny. Because they describe what President Trump does in the coronavirus daily briefing in such a ridiculous way. They are so good at making him look ridiculous. CNN journalists, a huge fan. Okay, because it's very entertaining. Okay, so like tantrum, baby Trump, tantrum Trump, tantrum Trump baby, right? So funny. I like him a lot. He's entertaining. Yeah, I like laughing at him with CNN journalists and editorial cartoonists. It's so fun. I have no problem him getting reelected, okay? Because he's entertaining, okay? So it's not too bad, alright? So nobody's perfect, okay? So how interesting, huh? I like this reduction of ranges, kind of convergence, okay, so that we deal with something very close by the average of this adjacent primes and average of this distant primes. You subtract these two averages, and compare with the half of that missing link. Very cool. I like this. Yeah. Yeah. This is cool stuff. I like doing this a lot. Yeah, I mean, I enjoy doing this gold box conjecture proof. It's intellectual challenge, and we discover something. We are continuously making some discovery, if not progress, toward the proof itself. But we are making discoveries, and we are having fun. I call that a success. Okay. But hey, who knows? We may end up proving this thing, right? Yeah, it's quite possible. It's just that we don't know. We don't claim to know. What we do know is that we believe that we can do this, that God will give this to us in time. All right? Faith. We keep the faith, okay? We continue to believe. Yeah. Okay. You know, if there comes a day when we don't make any progress at all, I mean, any new discovery at all, we're just sometime. I mean, when if it happens, then yeah, I will start studying the Riemann zeta function because that's an easy function to study. Okay. Yeah, complex numbers. So what? I know some. Okay. Yeah, it's just infinite harmonic series like one over one to the s plus one over two to the s, one over three to the s. That's zeta of s. That's no brainer. Okay. So I don't know why that relates to prime number theory. Uh, that's very intriguing. So yeah, I'm willing to learn that. But nowadays, I'm just too busy discovering something new here. So I have no time to learn something other people have done. Why? We are keep making brand new discoveries here. Okay, but if we don't discover anything new for a while, then yeah, I go back and study. Okay, but for now, it's not necessary. Okay, so but I think it's a very interesting theory. Riemann, yeah, Harry Riemann, Harry Professor Riemann. Okay, he's cool. Yeah, I don't have anything against him. He's cool. Okay, no professional jealousy. Okay, because I'm not a professional. I'm hobbyist, amateur, dilettante, cobbler, jack of all trades. Right. So I'm a generalist, not a specialist. All right. Do you know this word swashbuckler? Isn't that a cool word? Is it like back in the Middle East? I mean, not Middle East, Middle Age days where like all these knights wearing this helmet and stuff. I don't know. I just look at the previous whiteboard. Interesting. We just made one example out of this, right? But that's not enough to see a pattern. We should at least make two examples, okay? So we're gonna take 5 minutes break and try to find eight, all right? To find two, that's easy. How about six? Okay, we try to find six and eight, okay? So, well, six is easy. We've tried to find eight. Okay. Right, let me take a picture of that. Corona is such a great beer, okay? It means crown, alright? There's nothing wrong with this name. In Spanish, it means crown, right? Nothing wrong with this name. I guess that's why they start calling it COVID 19. Because they don't want to defend this beer label. Okay, okay, okay. I was wondering why do you guys call it COVID 19? Okay, now I can understand. Uh, yeah, the spring is coming, so there'll be fiddleheads in the spring. So I'm gonna take some fiddle edible. Not all fiddleheads are edible, okay? But some there are some edible fiddleheads, and if you boil it and drain it, then all the because fiddlehead, uh, you have to boil in the water and drain, get rid of the water. Why? Otherwise, it can damage your kidney, right? Yeah. I take some fiddleheads when the spring comes. Yeah. So prime numbers in our convention, they're odd numbers. So if you average two adjacent prime numbers, it will be a number. It will be an integer. Okay? Because odd plus odd is even. Okay? Yeah. Just out of curiosity, what if the two primes are twin primes, like 9 and 10, 9 and 11? They average 10. Okay. Can we find some uh, prior and posterior primes whose average is exactly 10? Just out of curiosity, right? Because many discovery in science is by accidental, by mistake sometimes, like discovery of penicillin, for example, right? So yeah, scientific curiosity many times it leads to some good discovery. Okay, even if it's somewhat tangential to the original project. Okay, yeah. Yes, 1 and 19. Yeah, their average is exactly 10. Okay. I'm sorry, 9 and 11. 9 is not prime number. Sorry, I have to correct myself. 11 and 13. Okay. Their average is 12. Is there a two prime pair whose average is exactly 12? Let's see. Yeah, 1 and 23. Mhm. We're trying to look for some pattern. Okay. Average of two adjacent primes. Okay. And the average of two remote primes. Like one on the left, one on the right. Okay. And the difference thereof. Sometimes they are exactly the same. Sometimes they differ by 2, 4, 6, whatever. Okay? Yeah. Okay, that's very, very interesting concept actually. Alright, so many times scientists they study something that has some internal beauty, something that's very interesting, intriguing. Okay? Yeah, that's what scientists study. Okay? There's something there, something very exotic, internally beautiful, metaphysically beautiful, some aesthetic quality, some structure to it. Yeah. Many scientists are driven by that. Okay, so if not most of them, right? So it has many times science research is driven by internal beauty as opposed to practicality. Okay, I know this because I've been doing. I had done some PhD work, graduate school. Okay, so okay, we'll take 5 to 10 minutes break. Okay, I need some vocal rest. How interesting. There we go. Okay, very interesting concept. So we find average of two adjacent primes and multiply by 2 and find some distant remote two primes whose summation is that twice of the average. Something like that. Yeah. Okay, okay. Very interesting problem. Okay, yeah. Some symmetry study. Symmetry. We explore that possibility. Very cool. I like where this is going. It's beautiful. God, thank you for giving this to us. I share this with you after 5 to 10 minutes break. Okay, so okay, very cool. Yeah, making good discoveries here. So I like this. Very good, very good. All right, let's grab a brand new whiteboard, okay, and explore this possibility. Um, let's see. Okay. Let me wash my face. My face kind of itchy, so. Okay. Yeah, let me take a picture of this before I erase this. Yeah, it looks cool, right? Okay. Okay. Some interesting observation. Yeah. This is the oldest whiteboard I have. It's the only non-magnetic whiteboard. Old school, okay? So it has this old-fashioned tray. So yeah. Why don't I replace this with magnetic whiteboard? I could, but I'd rather not. I like old school, okay? It's diversity and so in the news you see this 101 years old person who survived coronavirus, right? Yeah, it's not age, it's about the spirit, okay? Yeah. Some people who are aged, they don't even get corona infection at all. Why? Because their spirit is alive, all right? Even some people who are disabled or who just stay home all day every day, sometimes they don't even get coronavirus. Why? Because their spirit is alive, right? So yeah, because in humanology it's like this. Okay, the physical universe is mirror reflection, mirror image of the metaphysical universe, and vice versa, right? If your spirit is alive, and your body will be alive too, and vice versa. Okay. Yeah, in Korean proverb, yeah, they say strong body, then strong mind. Okay, strong mind comes from strong body, and vice versa. Okay. So in this day and age, okay, you have like all this monsterism, demonism, like tattoo piercism. You have Billie Eilish, you have Lady Gaga. Okay, you have this pro-gayism, pro-tattoo piercism, pro-marijuanaism. Okay, it's very unhealthy spiritual, metaphysical aspect. Very unhealthy generation. This is okay. So when it comes to this as small something as small as coronavirus, it's like domino effect. Okay, everything just collapses, right? Because uh, this generation is very weak and very degenerate, like Miss Ellen DeGeneres, the pro LGBT, right? Yeah, very degenerate. Yeah, you're pro LGBT, you're pro tattoo piercism, you're pro gayism, you have pro tattoo piercism, pro sugar fetishism, okay? And look at all these politicians in Texas and what Alabama, whatever, these conservative politicians taking advantage of this coronavirus situation to push their right wing agenda or anti abortion, okay? That's sick. That's sickening, really. Okay? But they are bullying upon these young ladies who are pregnant with unwanted child. These Republicans, okay, they are forcing these young ladies to have this unwanted child. That's infringement on freedom of these young ladies. That's so un-American, unconstitutional, and that's very counter to this Republican Party agenda: individual freedom, small government. Okay, they don't know what they're doing. All right, Texas governor, Arkansas governor, whoever, these conservative state governors, okay, taking advantage of this coronavirus situation in order to, and by, closing down these abortion clinics. That's very unethical. Shame on them, all right? That's so shameful, all right? Picking on young girls, that's horrible, right? I'm not exactly Republican, as you can see. I'm pro-choice. I am pro-choice, and I'm anti-gayist, anti-tattoo piercist, anti-sugar fetishist. You may say, "Oh, here he goes again. He must be drunk." Ah, yes, I am. Okay, let me stop there. Okay, so I'm not against people. I'm against certain ideologies. All right, we all make mistakes. Okay, we are all imperfect. We are all ignorant. I'm just pointing out some ideologies are bad. All right, so you better think twice. Okay, all right. Let's write down these prime numbers. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13. And just observe how it works. Average, right? Yeah. think. Let me look it up, okay? Prime number list. You can't be too careful, right? Yeah, I like Bing. I prefer Bing to Google because in Bing, they have this picture of the day, and they're beautiful, right? Yeah. Okay, I got it right. Okay. So what we are looking at is this. All right. We are looking at some symmetry. Okay. This is something really cool. I'm not sure if any prior or current contemporary mathematicians have ever looked at this prime sequence this way or not. I don't know. Okay. Yeah, we it may as well be brand new discovery. I don't know. Okay. So I don't have time to spend hours and hours in the mathematics library reading all these books and journals and okay. So we'll stop and restart, okay? Because I don't lose this footage, okay?